Hello everyone. I am going to speak few words about Srinivasa Ramanujam's achievements on this honorable day of his birthday. And Jason J will be continuing me. Ramanujam was born on E Road of Tamil Nadu in 22nd December 1887. Then, just before the age of 10, he passed his primary examination in English, Tamil, Geography, and Arithmetic. With his course, he stood the first in his district. Then, with that, he got admission in Town Higher Secondary School. At the age of 11, he had exhausted the mathematical knowledge of two college students who were lodgers at his home. He was lent a book on advanced trigonometry written by S.L. Loney. He completely mastered this book by the age of 13 and discovered sophisticated theorems on his own. By 14, he was receiving merit certificates and academic awards which continued throughout his school career. He completed mathematical exams in half of the allotted time while comparing to the other students. He showed a familiarity with geometry and infinite series. Ramanujam was shown how to solve cubic equations in year 1902 and he went on to find his own method. In 1903, when he was 16 years old, Ramanujam obtained a book from a friend. It was a library loaned copy of a book, G.S. Carr. The book was titled A Synopsis of Elementary Series in Pure and Applied Mathematics, and it had a collection of 5,000 theorems. Ramanujam reportedly studied the contents of that book in detail, and he mastered that too. The book generally acknowledged the key element in awakening the genius inside the Ramanujam. The next year, he had independently developed and investigated Bernoulli numbers and calculated Euler's constant up to 15 decimal places. When he graduated from Town Higher Secondary School in 1904, Ramanujam was awarded the Ranganatha Rao Prize for Mathematics by his school headmaster. Krishnasamy Iyer, who introduced Ramanujam as an outstanding student who deserved scores higher than the maximum possible marks, he received a scholarship to study at Government Arts, who had recently founded the Indian Mathematical Society. Ramasamy Iyer sent Ramanujam with the letters of introduction to his mathematical friends in Madras. Some of these friends looked at his works and gave him letters of introduction to Ramachandra Rao. The Ramachandra Rao was actually the district collector of Nellore, and he was the secretary of the Indian Mathematical Society. Ramachandra Rao was impressed by Ramanujam's research but doubted that it was actually his own work. Ramanujam mentioned a correspondent he had with Professor Saldana. Saldana was a notable Bombay mathematician, in which Saldana expressed a lack of understanding for his work but concluded that he was not a phony.
Good morning, friends. Now I'm going to share you some information on the birthday of Ramanujam. Ramanujam friend C.V. Raja Pakshari persisted with Ramachandra Rao and tried to clear any doubts over Ramanujam academic integrity. Rao agreed to give him another chance and he listened as the Ramanujam described ecliptic integrals and hypogeometric series and his theory of divergent series with Rao and ultimately converted him to a belief in Ramanujam's mathematical brilliance. When Rao asked him what he wanted, Ramanujam replied that he needs some work and financial support. Rao concerned and sent him to Madras. He continued his mathematical research with Rao and Ramanujam with the help of Ramaswamy Iyer had his work published in Journal Indian Mathematical Society. One of the remarkable capabilities was the rapid solution for the problem he was sharing. Problem: imagine that you are on the street with the house marked I threw in. There is a house is between x such that the sum of the house number to be left, if it's equal to the sum of the house number to its right, if n is between 50 and 500, what are n and x? This is the bivariative problem which multiple solution. Ramanujam thought about it and gave the answer with a twist. He gave a continued fraction. The unusual part was it was the solution to the whole class of the problem. Mahalanobis was astounded and asked how he did it. It is simple. The minute I heard the problem, I knew that the answer was a continued fraction which continues the fraction. I asked myself, then the answer came to my mind. And Ramanujam replied, in 1918, the Hardy and Ramanujam studied the